What's up, everybody? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some standard content here on the channel. With the World Championship taking place this past weekend, I figured it would be a good idea to kind of showcase some of the decks from the top 8, because we got some events coming up. We have the Spotlight Series in Atlanta coming up in January, if you're interested in the new GP-style events, as well as the next RCQ season, and a lot of RCQs next year are also going to be standard. So if you want to play competitively, they kind of make you play standard at this point. So I figured it would be a good idea to check out the World Championship decks, because that's probably where a lot of people are going to be starting. Speaking of starting, before we start this video, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It does really, help out the YouTube algorithm, as well as commenting in the comment section down below on what you thought of the video. With all of that out of the way, let us take a look at Kai Budde, aka the GOAT, making another World's Top 8 Championship appearance. His first in, I think, quite a long time. And I really, really like the way that Kai has designed this Dimir midrange deck. So not quite the same as what Javier was playing. As you can tell, Javier was playing the demons, more black cards, Unholy NX, and Kai is going kind of for more of the traditional route with cheap flyers. So Spyglass Siren on 1, Faerie Mastermind, and Deep-Cavern Bat, all 4 ofs, and then pairing those with Enduring Curiosity, 4 copies, which is, I think, something that we're going to see a lot more moving forward, given the performance of Kai this weekend and just how good this card is when you're pairing it with all the cheap flyers, because it just gives you a ton of ways to recoup a bunch of cards and just kind of bury your mid-range opponents. And it's also very powerful with counterspells, because it gives you more flash things to do when you're holding up your counterspell on your opponent's turn, and they say, okay, well, I don't want to play into your counterspell. You just drop Enduring Curiosity, and even if they have Go for the Throat, you still get the enchantment back out of it, which is pretty cool. The removal suite here, this one, Kai actually decided to go a little bit lower copies of Anoint with Affliction than Seth and Javier did. Remember, Seth and Javier both had 3 copies. Kai only has 1, with 1 more in the sideboard, so 2 in the 75, but 4 Go for the Throat and 3 cut down to pair with the Anoint with Affliction. The other thing that's interesting about Kai's deck, where I don't really think I had seen this too much leading up to the event with Dimir specifically, but Kai chose to play Unstoppable Slasher without Bloodletter, and I think that is genius. I think that is a fantastic move, just because you don't really need the combo for Slasher to be a powerful card. If you think about it, Unstoppable Slasher, if it hits your opponent, it has effectively 11 power, right? Because if they're at 20, they take 2 from the Slasher and then 9 from the trigger. You don't really need to do much more past that once you've gotten in the first single hit for 11 damage. It's pretty easy to clean up the game from there, even if they, draw a removal spell and you stun it for 2 turns, like that's fine. So I really do like the fact that we're playing Slasher even though there's no Bloodletters. The other card that is phenomenal in this deck is Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. And I'm actually a little surprised to only see 2 copies. I had been playing versions of Dimir with upwards of 4. I think 4 is maybe a little excessive, but I think I would not hate the 3rd copy in here, just because of how good it works with stuff like Spyglass Siren. And then even with Deep-Cavern Bat, like, I've had situations where I play a Deep-Cavern Bat, maybe they just have all lands in hand, and then a couple turns down the road, they draw a couple of cards, Kaito pick up the bat, replay the bat, and then you can re-trigger it to get something from there, which is kind of cool. There is 1 copy of Ertai, 1 copy of Tidebinder, again, more flash threats to pair with the counterspells. Speaking of counterspells, we have 2 Phantom Interference and 2 3 Steps Ahead. I like the split because Phantom Interference also can give you a 2/2 flying token, which also, again, pairs well with Enduring Curiosity. So I like a lot of the choices here, and I gotta say, I've been playing a lot of Kai's deck because Dimir is probably the deck that I am leaning towards the most for RCQ season, and I've been doing a lot of winning and not a lot of losing, so Kai's deck might be the place for you to start for RCQ testing. With regards to the sideboard, we have an additional cut down, a couple of Duresses here, Duress down here as well. I don't know why Arena separates those. Disdainful Stroke, a couple more Tidebinders, mostly here for like Domain. You can also board it in against Slasher, where if you can pair Cut Down with Tidebinder, you go cut down their Slasher and then Tidebinder the return the battlefield trigger, which is kind of cool. Also good against Aclazotz. So a lot of stuff that Tidebinder has utility against, which is nice. 2 Sheoldred the Apocalypse, mostly here for Domain. The Ghost Vacuums for Blue-White Oculus. 2 Negates for, again, Domain and Control. Anoint with Affliction for Red Decks and Slasher. A Blot Out, and a Gix's Command for the grindy matchups. So yeah, again, I am a really big fan of the way that Kai built this deck. This is probably my current front runner for the upcoming RCQ season, and maybe if it's something you're interested in, give it a try yourself. With all that said, I hope you enjoy the games, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Do you need cards for your upcoming RCQs? Standard cards, maybe modern cards for your local FNMs, perhaps even some EDH cards. You need sleeves for your decks for your upcoming tournaments? They got you covered. And you can use promo code DOOM for 5% off of your next order at checkout. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they have it in stock. But, like, it is definitely a deck building challenge, right? Because you do have to make sure that you have enough cheap things to pair with Kaito. Like, you can't just play a normal curve where it's like, 4 Sirens, bunch of 3-drops, like Gixes and Preachers. Like, you can't be doing that stuff with Kaito. You need to lower your curve significantly, right? Like, again, my list usually have 4 Siren, 4 Mockingbird, 2 Dream Thief. And then my 2s are like 4 Mastermind, 4 Bat, 2 to 3 Flood Pits Drowner. So that's how my blue-black decks usually start. And then I think most of the blue-black list that I've played have no copies of Curiosity, which that is definitely contentious, right? Like, it is maybe crazy to play no copies of this card, but that's where I've been. So we win. So we won the game. So the game's over. Land me. Land me. Thank you. GG. This is why Kaito is so broken. I mean, they missed a land drop, sure, but, like, what are they supposed to do, man? Okay. Never mind. Game's not actually over. It's only, like, kind of over. Kaito is nuts. Could have kept that, I guess, but we still can't lose. Bullying percent mythic players. I wasn't the one who chose to register mono white, okay? I'm just saying. All right, mono white, huh? How do we want to? How should we proceed against mono white? Removal bad for sure. How good is Slasher against mono white? They have a lot of exile, right? Like, Slasher does not line up that well against laydown arms, but that being said, it is a sorcery, so it's like maybe. I definitely want the counters. I definitely want Tish, definitely want Duress, definitely want Sheoldred. Like, that's 61. Yeah, they have tokens too. I think Slasher is just bad against them. Maybe I keep in a couple, because I have to play 2 of these cards, right? No, I think I want to keep all the Curiosities. I think I'm keeping all of these cards in, and these are my weakest cards that I have to play 2 of. I don't think mono white is, like, necessarily a bad deck fundamentally, but I just think it lines up so poorly against what everybody else is doing right now. Yeah, Gix's Command to clean up tokens could be okay. I could play, like, 1 Go for the Throw, too, for the random Beza. Okay, I could do that. Yeah, like I said, I just don't really think that the mono white deck lines up that well against the metagame right now. People have adapted, Like, 3 weeks ago, mono white was the best deck by far, and I agree with you there. But it's, we're not living 3 weeks in the past. People have adapted. What you got over there, Drew? What you working with, Drew? What if I just don't attack? Alright. Have you considered not attacking? It's quite the keep. I mean, they have 2 Fountainports. It's not that bad. Fountainport is busto. Go. Well, yes and no, Dostal, because they can actually use the removal spell before blockers are declared. So they can get your creature before you get to the opportunity to ninjutsu. That does work the way they want it to. I guess I hold up curiosity here. May also just mastermind. I don't know. We'll see what they do. Can they do that on MTG Arena? That, on the other hand, is an excellent question. I do not know the answer. Maybe it depends on if you have full control on. Attacking me. Alright, I'll block. I don't know what they could resolve here, but I'm gonna block. They can't Sunfall me because they played their land pre-combat, so I don't have to worry about Sunfall. Baze is maybe the worst thing they could resolve here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what happens if I go to combat? What happens if I attack with both? They probably not on my watch the Mastermind. And then if they do that, I hit them for 4 and then just play a 4-mana Kaito post-combat. Or I could go Kaito, pick up Curiosity, play untap land, hold up Stroke. Isn't that exile? I thought it destroys. Oh, it exiles, right. I thought it destroyed, not exiled. What if I just attack with Mastermind? I think that's fine, right? Because they kind of still have to use the Not on My Watch, right? Like, they can't let me draw a card here. Maybe they can. Yeah, and then I think I just let this go and play Kaito. And then probably still just Surveil. I mean, I want both of those, right? Probably this one first. So the next one I can go land, Sheoldred, hold up Stroke. Maybe it's better to have the Mastermind first, and then I could just go attack with both, hold up Ertai and Mastermind. Maybe that's better. Or I could just go attack with both, hold up Ertai, Stroke. That's fine. That I am okay with. I guess we can still draw the Mastermind this turn. They have 3 in hand. I mean, this can't be that bad, right? If they had a Get Lost, they probably would have cast Get Lost over the Sunfall. So I think this should be fine. Although now they have, like, 2 very, very good Get Lost targets, right? They can't Get Lost both of them. But they kind of have to. All right, touche. I see you. I see you, Drew. I see your game. I respect the hustle. Drew does, in fact, have it. We do still have 4 maps, 2 reefs, and an Ertai, and a counterspell. So I think we're still ahead, but How many maps do I want to use? At least one, right? Maybe two. I don't think I want that. I kind of want to land here. I'll keep that. I'm just going to hold up Ertai. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess it's not quite lethal. If I hit a spell off of the map, maybe? I kind of want to counter that. I mean, that's 2 blockers and 3 life. Nah, there's no way that's worth countering. That can't be worth countering. I thought about it, but it does draw me a card off the Mastermind. It's too bad if they have their last card Sunfall, though. Yeah, it gets them cards off Fountainport, too. But the thing is, if they're sacking this to Fountainport, they don't gain the life, right? I'm just not going to do anything here. No, that is one of the few decks I have not gotten around to. I know that I saw that CFT Sock played it in, or CFT Sock did well in the showcase with it, but that's one deck that I have not tried yet. I really want to at some point, though. I really, really want to, because that, like, I'm a huge, what do you call it? Huge Enigma Jewel enjoyer. I'm countering this. I'm just debating on which one of these to use. Maybe it's use 3 steps ahead post-combat map. Ooh, Ertai does draw me a card here because they pop the map at the Fountainport. So this is counterspell and I get the draw card, which is pretty good, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, damage. Not gonna get greedy and try to hit a land. That seems like one of the few ways I can lose this game. Yeah, I'm a very, very big Enigma Jewel fan. I don't really think this card matters. I'm gonna let it resolve. Have they played a land this turn? I have no idea if they played a land this turn. So they could have land Sunfall if I played the Mastermind here. I'm just gonna let it go. There's just no reason to do stuff here, right? Like, no reason to take a risk. Yeah, I think they might have played a Verge, but I'm not 100% positive. And there's no way to tell, you know? They should, you know what? Okay. MTG Arena devs, if you are watching the stream or listening to me, make a little icon. Like, I don't know where you need to put it. You put it here. You can put it next to the lands. You can put it, like, you know, next to the avatar. But make a little icon that like indicates whether or not a person has made their land drop for the turn. That's what I'm saying. That's free advice right there. Free advice. 2 block. They're not dead, are they? I mean, we can't lose, so I'm just gonna attack. Usually the land is put into a separate pile on ETB. Yeah, but okay, so like for example, right? If they... Oh, actually, isn't there something that says entered the battlefield this turn? Like this one, for example? What land did I play this turn? Ah, okay. Yeah, entered the battlefield this turn. So I guess I could just, like, go on all of their lands to see if they... Yeah, okay. So I guess I could do that. But that would require me to do, like, you know, make an effort to do things. I don't want to do stuff. Yeah, they actually hotfixed it in real time. Beza? No, I'm good. I'm good with that. If I had to pick up a Pioneer deck right now, what spice would you recommend? I still like the Gruul Delirium deck in Pioneer. Tree is good, but like I can't in good conscience suggest that you spend, $200 on trees and cauldrons when Pioneer is like not a competitively supported format for 2025. Like I can't in good conscience suggest that you make that purchase. Speaking from somebody who just made the purchase themselves a month ago, it's not a good idea. Let me tell you that. It is not a good idea. Unrelated, I may or may not have 4 Tree of Perdition and 4 Agatha Soul Cauldron for sale, if anybody wants to purchase them. Completely unrelated, of course. What was the best deck from Worlds, in my opinion? I mean, I think in terms of a metagame call, I think Quinn made the best metagame call. I think that not a lot of people were prepared for mono red in like the sense of you need to really, really change the way your deck is built to prepare for mono red, and he kind of just crushed everybody. Like he only lost a match constructed in top 8. I think he like legit did make the best metagame call. Yeah, Demir was good too. I play Cube on stream every now and again when it's available. I know it's available right now, but there's too many decks that I want to try from the World Champs, so we'll probably do like standard stream today and tomorrow. I might try and incorporate some Cube into the stream this week. Not 100% sure yet, though. But I wouldn't mind playing some Cube. I believe it's both. I think the Cube is available on Arena and MTGO. Is it time to lock down the Slick Shot for a turn? I think so. Yeah, I think it is. I just don't have an answer to the Slick Shot show off. Like, it kind of sucks if they have another haste creature, but... I mean, is it true that it could be both short? Like, sure, he does only play mono red, but like, mono red seemed to be a good metagame call for the weekend. Now, was he going to play mono red regardless of what, regardless of whether it was a good metagame call or not? Probably, yeah, but it just so happened that it also happened to be a very good metagame call. Like both of those things can be true. Yeah, the mismatch mountains. It was funny because he actually had, I think, like 6 of the same arena mountain. And there was a point in his top 8 match where like he could have played a mountain that matched the mountains he had in play, but he chose to play a mismatch mountains instead. And I actually think that may have cost him the game. Like if he had played one of the mountains that matched the other land, like who knows what could have happened? Nobody knows. They're 20? What happened to my other slasher? Oh, they have it under the Sheltered by Ghost, right? Okay. Am I holding up slasher to try and trade for hero, or do I try and race them? I mean, racing them doesn't do much, right? Because if I hit with slasher, right, they go to 9. They're just going to gain 4 of it back next turn. So 9 to 13. Next turn, hit with slasher, 11 down to 5. I mean, it does kind of race them, right? Kind of races them. Yeah, their last card is almost certainly Shard Mage's Rescue. I agree. Ooh, that's huge. I really would like to make this Siren a 2/2, or potentially a 3/3 to get around rescue. Okay, so let's do this. I know this looks weird with the Fountainport in hand, but I want to make the Siren a 3/3 because I'm pretty sure they have rescue. So I think we do this and just pass. So now if they rescue the show off, we can still trade for it. Okay. I don't think they want to trade here, right? Because we just get back the Slasher. That trade can't be good for them. They deal us 6 damage, but... The issue here is this holding pattern is kind of bad for us, right? Because that's a good draw. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where this is just going to be lethal by itself, right? Even if they don't draw spells. So the problem here is we don't have infinite time. And now they definitely have Shard Mages, and now we kind of need to, we need to bait out the Shard Mages rescue somehow, and I don't know how we do that. How do we get them to cast their rescue? I don't think we can. Yeah, I guess if well, no, that doesn't work, right? Because they can just use the village to make it 5 toughness, and they get a free attack anyways. So that still doesn't force the Shard Mages out. I think I have to pass again. Yeah, we have to wait at least one more turn, I think. The Reef has Death Touch. Oh, you're right. Okay. Maybe that was a line then. Well, the thing is, they still just don't attack, right? I think what we need is a second removal spell. Make a treasure, not a fish. I don't want to lose life. Okay, I think you're right. I think we have to do this now. I think that's our plan. They're trying to F6 to make it seem like they don't have it, but I know, Eraser. I know you got the Shard Mages. You can't fool me. I know. I see through those lies. I can read you like a book. First aggro opponent, by the way, that has drawn more than 5 lands. They said it couldn't be done. Okay, this can't be good for me. Can't be fooled. You know it. You know I can't be fooled. They're just going to let this trade happen? All right. I've got a 5. They go to 17, but we have 2 slashers, so, do I even care? Oh, wait, they gained the life? I did not know that. I did not know they gained the life off of the mice dying. I didn't know that's how that worked. I mean, it makes sense, but I just never see that come up before. It's a good draw. Well, not really. Therapy, thank you for the prime. Appreciate the resub, Therapy. Welcome back. Getting us that much closer to a t-shirt. I know you guys want the Deck Yeah t-shirt. I know you want it. You blame me for not doing PT SpongeBob? What do you mean PT SpongeBob? Do you blame me for Deck Yeah? Also, I would like to note that my opponent took 20 damage that turn. Is Unstoppable Slasher a good card? It's pretty good. Okay. So now they have to cast the rescue and we have the Anoint. Bro, if you let damage happen, I'm down. I'm gonna let damage happen. I think I played this game pretty well. Because, it was pretty obvious they had the rescue the whole game, right? Okay, so cut down, Anoint. How good is Blot Out against them? Counterspell's bad. Did you bring in Tidebinder against the mouse? I feel like no. I think it's too slow, but I think I like this more than the Demon's List Jeeves. Yeah, Duress is nice. I think I'm going to cut, like, at least 2 of these. The Ertai maybe is too slow. I don't like Tidebinder. I hate 3-mana counterspells. Could do this, bring in the command. Bring in the Blot Out. Could do this, maybe? Yeah, that's a good point. Blot Out, because Blot Out's mana value, right? Yeah, it's a good point. Because they want to load up on the Heartfire hero anyways. Tidebinder works on Ghost too. Yeah, but is that where you want to be for 3 mana? What if we cut all these? Just do this? Like, I don't think this is our plan in this matchup. We're not really ever racing them. Because we want to be the control deck. I think this is fine. We're getting a new Coma. What does it do? Do we have a link to the new Coma? I mean, I'm just saying. The sand does it. The sand does something. Speak. So, about that, huh? So, about that 4th cut down. Peak. Peak. Unfortunately, their hand is really good against cut down. So, you know. This might not go well. I can't imagine casting Duress on your opponent with 4 cutdowns in hand and seeing that. What the fuck? Yeah. Go, I guess. This is not going to end well for us, by the way. I mean, what am I going to do? Not cast cut down and lose the game? You know for a fact they drew the Shard Mages, but I can't not go for it, right? Main phase cut down to waste the rage. The problem with main phase cut down is they can also just cast the Sheltered by Ghost, right? To give it Ward and make it a 3/4. Alright, I have deceased. I have deceased. It turns out the quad cut down hand didn't work out. Can someone explain the deck yeah thing? Do I need to explain it further? It kind of sounds like it explains itself, if you think about it. There's a command for it, don't worry. You don't want to see the video? Well, if you don't want to see the video, then don't click on that link. Swift Spear, Hero. I can beat that hand. That's a hand I can beat. A hand I can actually beat. Confirmed. I do need some spells, but, you know. Yeah, I kind of assumed that the deck, yeah, spoke for itself. No, this is Kai's deck. So they definitely have... They definitely have the Shard Mage's Rescue, so I'm just going to wait. Oh, is there a booster pack Kool-Aid Man? I think a better question that you should be asking yourself is, why isn't there a booster pack Kool-Aid Man? That might be a better way to look at it. They're really just jamming here? I mean, I respect it, but I'm kind of shocked they're just jamming here. Yo, what's up, Craig? I like that. There's kind of no reason to cast the Go for the Throat now. I'm just gonna chill. All right, song request from Maggot Colony. Little Weird Al in the queue. Oh yeah, I've been loving Standard. Standard is quite possibly the best format right now, in my opinion. It's really good. I'm just gonna play one of these to make a 1/1 lifelinker. I know it's gonna miss, but no, the jumpstart cards are not legal in Standard, and I know what you're thinking. But streamer, isn't the whole point of Foundations to make it easier for people to understand legality of certain cards in certain formats? And the whole idea behind making the universes beyond product legal and Standard? And to that question, I would say, well, kind of. Allegedly, of course. Mill yourself, no. When Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy is the first UB set of next year, right? Oh yeah, dude, that Blogatog response that went around on Twitter a little bit. What is he even saying in that? I don't even understand, man. I'm ready for the deck yeah t-shirt. You know, capitalism and all that stuff for the prime sub increase. It's a good draw. I wonder if this is mono red or Gruul. All right, Gruul confirmed. Really? That is a little surprising that we're just running out the questing druid. I mean, I gotta take that, right? Because if I let them have the torch, they can just go land torch plus questing druid. Misclick? Maybe. But they wouldn't want to just main phase the druid there, right? Do you have a favorite Standard deck at the moment? I have been a really big fan of Delirium decks. I don't necessarily have one specific one that I've been liking, because I've been trying a bunch of different ones. Like, I've tried Jund, I've tried Gruul, but I've been really liking the Delirium package, because I think there's a lot of things to explore with Delirium, and a lot of different ways you can build it, customization and all that stuff. But I like Delirium a lot. There's actually a version that somebody played at Worlds that we'll be playing at some point. I don't know exactly if it's not going to be today. It'll probably be tomorrow. But somebody did actually play the Delirium deck at Worlds, and I want to give that a shot. I'll pick up this. And then I think I'm going to stun this, play Siren, chump block the Druid. Yeah, Gix is still legal in Standard. Taking Druid with the second bat would have been reasonable, actually. So, like, let them kill the first one. Well, no, because if I don't take the torch that turn, Redstone, they just go land 3, torch the bat. They could even, on their own end phase, cast the other Seek the Beast, and then my second bat is just dead, right? If I do that. That'll probably be tomorrow, Farah. So tomorrow I think I want to do the Teamer Prowess deck, the Gruul Delirium deck. I want to try the Oculus deck that Ely played, and then there was one more that I wanted to try. It was somebody who played a Boros Enchantments deck. I don't remember the name, but I want to try those tomorrow. Okay, so Gruul, huh? Gruul smash. No, Seek is only until your own end step. So if they Seek main phase, they have to play the cards that turn. But they can just Seek in their own end phase. And that'll, accomplish what they want to accomplish. I think I did this the last time. Let's actually not try the Tidebinders. I kind of want to try the Sheoldreds instead. Let's do like one Tidebinder. Yeah, they are, Craig. They're all posted on the Mox Field. If you type !Mox Field, Mox Field is one of my sponsors as well. So if you take a look, go over to that page, then all the deck lists that we play on stream and from past streams should be on that page. Your hand's pretty good. So the thing is, I'm wondering if it's better to take the Paw Patch here and then Bat take the Forge. I mean, that's riskier, right? Because then they could draw a Shock for the Bat, get the Forge back. Yeah, okay. I guess you're right. Yeah, so funny you mentioned that, Nebular. We did try the Hellraiser deck a couple of weeks ago, and I actually just uploaded an intro for that deck, so that video should be going up on YouTube sometime this week. Probably Thursday or Saturday. One of those two. I kind of want to take Rage. Oh, no, if I take Rage, they can just Paw Patch the Bat. So I guess I have to take the Paw Patch. Okay. Are they going to Rage main phase? The TV's in the battlefield? I could turn them off. Was that better? All right. Let's take a poll in the chat. We'll do 1 for on and 2 for off. 1 for on, 2 for off. You had no idea you could turn them off. No, you can. You can. I'm seeing a lot of 1s, but I kind of like them off, to be honest. I really hope they go for the Rage. Okay, this is nice. Which one do I kill? Probably the mouse. Because if I kill this, I still take 6. I mean, now we're just kind of vibing, right? We got an 18. We have a Sheoldred. If they commit to the board, we have this. Like, we should be fine. Monastery Schwefspear. Could turn the lamp on your side off, too. Oh, the lamp? Ooh, I didn't know you could turn that off. Can I turn this off? There's like some lights over here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I accept 11 damage. All right. I accept. Or no, it's 13. Sorry, 13. Whatever, we win. It doesn't matter. We win the game. Top deck Monstrous Rage. It doesn't matter. The game's over at this point. They could draw the best card in their deck for the next 2 turns and it doesn't matter. Oh, we're getting the ranks back. I think I started today at 800, so we're back on top. Just an endless round of trivia. Never stops. We're going to stop at some point, right? Eventually, we have to play Magic. I gotta say, I've been liking... The opening hands in this deck have been nice. This deck feels smooth. Schmoob. Schmoove, schmoove. How'd you get scammed? What'd you get scammed on? Steven Menendian. Oh. You type Steve Menendian? Well, you didn't spell his last name right, you know? Yeah, but you didn't spell his last name right. So, skill issue? That sounds like... that. Honestly, that sounds like a you problem to me. You're getting fast food. Should I get McDonald's or Wendy's? Wendy's nuts. Something, something, something. I know that's what you're going for, so I'm just going to stop you right there. Wendy's not even close. I prefer McDonald's to Wendy's, but that's just me. Yeah, the real answer is neither. Like, can you just get something else? Can we do that? Just go to a different place. Could also do that. Like, you got a Jimmy John's or something nearby. Lightning strike. The only fast food place that I accept, the only fast food place that I will even consider going to nowadays is Popeyes. I think Popeyes is fantastic. But other than that, it's like, I don't know. Nothing else nothing else does it for me. Popeyes is fantastic, though. You have to admit that. Screaming Nemesis. Okay, well, killing this is more damage this turn. So we go to 6, then Ertai the Nemesis. Sus. The thing is, we don't have In and Out where I live. So I've actually never gotten to experience In and Out. I'm sure it's good, but I've never tried it myself. You're not missing much? I don't know, man. There are people who swear by it. What is the punishment for going for Curiosity this turn? Nothing really, right? I think the only way I'd lose this game is they have to have Nemesis and Rage. Because if they have Nemesis Rage, I can't really block. Oh, come on. Not like this. Did they really draw Rage? I could chump block with Faerie Mastermind to play around Lightning Strike. I think I have to, right? It's the only card that I can beat. Because no matter how I block, I can't beat Rage. Right? If I block here, they have Rage. And they make it 6. Trample for 3, deal me 4, that's 7. If I block here and they have Rage, plus 3, that's 6, minus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So no matter what, if they have Rage, I take 7 regardless. So the only card I can beat is Lightning Strike, right? How do they always draw Rage? How do they always draw it, man? Come on, dude. I don't understand. Every single time I play against Mono Red, they're always Hellbent, and they draw Haste Creature into Rage every single time. Without fail. How do they do it? I don't know. How do they do it? I don't understand. Well, sound alerts is just, like, not working right now. Okay, now it's working. What is going on? This website is just, it's just, like, stuck in an endless loop. Distinction gifting a tier 1 sub to Brock Purdy is my king. Thank you for the gifted sub, Distinction. Appreciate that. All right, my alerts. Yeah, I think the website is just down. It just keeps loading. It's not actually loading. Oh, hold on. The website page has loaded. I would like to repeat, the website page is loaded. Well, it like half loaded. Dude, I'm trying to get the deck. Yeah, I got more important things to do. Mono red player. Well, I guess I should have played the swap first, huh? Shit. Channel points. Bro, where are my sound alerts? Come on. I know they're there. Bro, attacked with hero without rage? Are you insane? Hello? Why would they trade there? Why would they trade? Okay, now the deck yas are working, but they're like really far behind, you know? Yeah, I think this website is just having problems right now. Lightning strike. I'm gonna try and reload the page again. True, I guess just mono red things, huh? I'm at 14. Let's go Siren, map, and hold up Anoint. I don't really want that, do I? I mean, they are stuck on 2 mana. The issue is, it's kind of a lot worse when they know about it. I'm still gonna keep it, though. I think it's fine. I'm just trying to fix the deck, yeah. We have more important things to attend to. This page is still just endlessly loading. It really does not want to load. Screaming Nemesis. It is hilarious they just can't attack with anything. He broke Twitch. No, he broke the sound alerts page, I think is what we broke. I mean, I don't have to cast this, do I? Let's wait a couple turns. Or at least one turn. I can get more out of it. They know about the counterspell, too. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Little do they know. Okay, channel points. It says you have not added any channel point sounds. I mean, they're definitely there. They are there for sure. All right. Shall we go to the next game? Shall we proceed to the next game, opponent? We can do that if you want. You know, I'm a little upset that I don't gain the life when they lose that much life off the slasher. It's a little unfortunate, you know? I feel like I should. Oh, I could have just killed them. Whatever, I'd rather BM them. I could have just killed them with the reef. Oh, shit. I definitely could have just killed them. Oh, that's also true. They just attacked into dead on board. Just red things. It's a lifestyle, man, you know? Their cards only have one mode. Like, if you think about it this way, right? Every single card they play has Shadow. Like, you can't block their creatures, but they also don't have the ability to block. Challenger. Challenger. That is true. They actually enter the battlefield tapped and attacking. Every single one of their creatures do. Okay, it's going to be hard to race this Forge, but Sheoldred certainly does help. Surely they won't immediately draw Monstrous Rage, right? That would never happen. It's kind of annoying. It's actually really annoying. Take 6, go to 9, play Sheoldred, they play second Forge. We can still maybe do this. It's not going to be easy, but we can do it. Do we have to chump block with the Siren this turn? 17, 16, 14, 8. I think we may... Yeah, think here. I gotta actually think for a moment. I'm pretty sure we do want to chump block this turn. I'm gonna not attack. Just not casting Swiftspear this turn. Excellent ordering. Sick. Alright, I will take 1 damage then. I guess that means they're just not attacking. Okay, so we go to 10 this turn. This is doable. Oh. Well, never mind, it's just GG, right? Never mind, it's not doable, it is just GG. As it turns out, never mind. That was a good draw. It's pretty good. It's not a bad draw step. That's pretty good. I don't think it's good enough, but it is good. Was it better to gain less life and keep the Siren in play? It maybe was. I kind of didn't think about that line, but that might have been better. I really just wanted to gain the 6 life that turn, but it's possible that that wasn't worth it. Counterspell's nice, although not really when they have 5 mana. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, we can lose this game if they top deck Rage. Yeah, I should have kept that flyer. I think I messed this game up by not keeping the 3/3, because they'd be at 6 as well. Then they would take 3 going to 3. They would still have a draw step either way, but I think I'm gonna hold the token in case they draw a 4-drop, right? Eat the token to Dwan and gain. Oh, you want me to use the Fountainport to go to 14? Yeah, that's a good point. Discard at random. You know for like 100% the top card of their deck is Rage. Which I think I can't beat, right? Because the Rage would be 4, 8 plus 16. Yeah, I can't beat Rage, no matter what. Right now, this is 8 by itself, right? So I think because they can deal me 8 damage, I think there's no reason to do this. I think I'd rather just play the Mastermind. Surely this time they will not draw Monstrous Rage. Surely, right? They can't have it every single time. Like, it's mathematically impossible. They can't have it. It is simply not possible. Double strike. Double strike. Okay, we win. They don't have a card that deals 4 damage, right? If they had Burst Lighting, that would kill me. Okay, they are dead. They are deceased. Jesus. Wait, so you're telling me the red deck has cards in their deck that aren't Monstrous Rage? It's because it's playing 4 Enduring Curiosity instead of Gix, Alex. 4 Curiosities. And I think I like Curiosity a little bit more than Gix. Like, the flash aspect of it is nice. The fact that it doesn't... it comes back if they have a removal spell on it. So, like, it makes a lot of sense. But you don't really want to play both, you know? I think one or the other makes sense. All right, give me a third land. Third land my ass, please. Gift you 500 channel points so I can make a song request. I don't know how to do that. Song request for 2 gifted subs. There's always that option as well. And that gets us closer to the Deck Yeah t-shirt. Which I know you want. I know chat wants the Deck Yeah t-shirt. See? That's what I'm saying. And that's the way it is. God, that feels so good. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Gix isn't that great on the draw anyways, though, right? You know what I mean? It looks like they're playing the Zur version. So this Anoint with Affliction is not necessarily dead if they have Zur. Huh. I think I just graveyard both to try and find a counterspell. Because that's really all I need at this point, right? It's just a single counterspell. Okay. I could not tell you what this card does. So, in case enters, search for a basic land reveal, put into your hand, then shuffle. To solve, there are 5 colors among permanents you control. And then if it's solved, target creature you control gains flying, double strike, and vigilance until end of turn? Oh, they play this with Leyline of the Guild Pact. Oh, I see. Well, in any case, kill you. I mean, that's cool and all, but, you know, kill you. I like what you're doing. It's not going to be good enough, but... CN for President, thank you for the 34-month resub. Welcome back, CN. Yeah, this is the Leyline Zur version. I mean, I guess their 2-1s are, like, kind of annoying. I'm still going to take this. And then I guess Here, pass. And then they have to play the Overlord, which we can play second Mastermind into. Mastermind against Beans is something else, let me tell you. There's the counterspell. Would have been nice to have this turn, but they're at 9. So they are not deceased. This is kind of a weird spot, right? Obviously, we're like massively favored and massively far ahead, but I can't really attack with any of my small creatures, right? Honestly, I think the play is Emblem and only attack with Kaito. They're probably going to chump block. And the nice thing about this is we can go Siren, pass, hold up, counterspell. Yeah. I think I'm also going to hold up the Curiosity. And then this is good because they can't really attack here because we can trade. We have another counterspell if they have Sunfall, and then next turn we could just lock down the remaining Spirit token. If they go Land Wet Overlord, you mean untap land? Yeah, it would have to be an untap land, right? This doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna let them have the Overlord. And then I could just use the counterspell for Beanstalk. Well, the problem with playing Reef is if I play the Reef, I can't play the Curiosity that turn, so it's kind of close, right? I could have also not played the Siren and just went Reef, hold up Curiosity. Maybe the Siren didn't matter as much. That could have been a possibility. All right, cut down. You want to keep in some number of cards to kill Zur, but not a ton. Counterspell. This is so weird, right? So, like, Negate counters Beanstalk, but it doesn't counter the Overlords or the Zur. Duress takes Beanstalk, also doesn't counter Overlord, doesn't counter Zur. It's like I have a lot of cards that are very situational, right? Stroke is the best one, because it gets all the Overlords regardless. You want me to pump it up? If I turn up the volume, will chat bump it up? Yeah, Tidebinder is nice. Tidebinder, Stroke. I don't think Duress is that good. Shelly is good against Beans. So I'll play like 2 of these and then a Blot Out. Blot Out's nice because it kills Zur, but it also is good against the Overlords. Let's do that. Blot me out. Oh, dude, you want to see a really good Dingo tweet? People do not appreciate this tweet. The people do not appreciate how good this tweet is. Uno momento. Finally got to meet Misplaced Ginger. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. No. Keep this. He really is misplaced. He is very, very misplaced. What do you put back here? Curiosity? It feels really weird to put this back with Siren and Bat. I'm gonna do it, though. We got 4 of them in the deck. We'll try another one. Just worried about missing land drops. Yeah, I guess 3 steps ahead is not great either from tapping out on 3 for Slasher. I could buy that. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they not cast a double green spell and a double white spell in game 1? Is this the same deck? Did they sideboard juke me? Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Well, now we're not in a good spot. Now we are not in a good spot. I needed an untapped land that turn. So their hand is red overlord, blue overlord, green overlord. I think we just have to cast Slasher and hope they brick for a turn. Because if they brick, we win. Yeah, I think this game's over now. Because now we just hold them counter spells. Bro, you gotta get your mana base checked out, man. Blood's gotta get his mana base checked out. How the hell do you sideboard with this deck? You cut the good cards and keep the you cut the bad cards and you keep the good cards, right? Something like that. Oh, I guess the Tidebinder was lethal, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. I'm just playing with my food at this point. I have the Reef too, so Blood is just not casting spells at all. Yeah, cut the good cards, board in the bad cards. That's what you're supposed to do during sideboarding, right? That's what I thought. That's what I've been doing this whole time. All right, that is Kai Budde's deck. Kai Budde. Yeah, this has probably been my favorite deck that we played so far today. I like a lot of the numbers in here. I'm still not a huge 3 steps ahead fan. I just don't love 3-mana counterspells in general. But, I mean, the counterspells do play nicely with Mastermind, Tidebinder, Curiosity, Ertai. I kind of want to see more Kaitos in here, but I understand there's only 2 because he only played 4 Siren, didn't play Mockingbird, didn't play Dream Thief, any of that stuff. So I understand, like, those kind of deck building concessions, but I really like Kaito and I want to play a whole bunch of them. Sideboard, I mean, sideboard makes sense. Nothing really too much to say about that, but I don't know, just like really clean list. I think that they built this deck well for the event, and it showed. Kai top-aided, so, you know. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.